Hi guys, how are you? It's me. I have my security hand towel blanket and the fan that my daughter is always so kind to lend me because I get so damn hot. I There is a reason I don't have a stitch of makeup on tonight, and I don't, and that's really hard for me. I don't. I'm very rarely seen without makeup because of my skin and the Ehlers-Danlos and the damage that it's done. I was gonna show you a little. Actually, it's funny because, of course, Twitter. I was on Twitter and DMs. I got a few DMs, and I said to a couple gentlemen right out front. I said I'm 50, and a few of them didn't believe me, and I am. But there is a reason that my skin doesn't wrinkle as it would on a healthy, normal person. Again, I have the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, the hypermobility one that affects the skin. It affects the collagen in your body. It affects all your connective tissue, your skin. I'm hoping tonight to show you on my face. I'm going to show you some of the spider veins I have, and I actually, believe it or not, I have stretch marks on my neck up to my face. It's just the way my skin is. They started by fourth grade, I believe, and yeah, so I have a very bad complex about my face primarily. So hi, this is really hard for me. I know nobody's going to watch it anyway, but it is. And okay, so the Ehlers-Danlos, I believe we discussed. Oh, another thing with the skin, I'm sorry, with the Ehlers-Danlos is it will have a very soft, velvety feel all the time, and it looks shiny. It has a sheen, a shine to it. It's the skin just isn't made correctly because none of the connective tissues are. Oh, and the reason I'm on tonight without a stitch of makeup, I apologize, is I am stuck in my room. I whatever I needed the other day, or when I fell, or what happened, it's not getting better. And the what I'm much better now. The flare is definitely gone, but the knee is a big fu, and I don't want to go to my doctor or call, and I don't want another MRI because I know it's going to be bad because it's been getting bad. I'm 50. That's past midlife. It's past a general expectancy, for something like this. I'm sorry, I am leaning on either side. Yeah, but I've had a few surgeries on my knee. It is the surgery knee. For some reason, it seems to be screaming. I don't know why. And of course, the my shoulders, my spine, my neck, my head all hurt very, very much. We had, for some reason, again, we had some rain in Jersey. It's been like Florida. It was so dry all summer. Now it's raining, and it's not so much the humidity we noticed as the barometric pressure. For some reason, when the barometer is higher than 30 is when I seem to be the one that's screaming at dinner, hey, is it going to rain? Or is it going to weather? That's what I ask. Is it going to weather? Because I'm just so smart. My kids are alive. 21 and 23. They made it. What I did tonight is I turned my lights down. I don't have lipstick teeth mirror because I don't need it because it's nothing on my face. But I want to show you some broken capillaries, and I was born with one I know I was born with, and I've had a few the rest of my life, but this is what they look like. Now, the first one I'm going to show you is at the bottom of my nostril. I apologize for that. It's the most prevalent, and I think it's going to be the easiest to see. I wanted to put something red next to them so that you can see them better because it is tough with the lights. I was looking myself, but the only thing I have is a red drink that my daughter brought me home from Taco Bell because she's a sweetheart. But if my lighting's correct, we shouldn't need it. Now, I'm going to come in at the lens, and first, right here, you're going to see a little purple vein. that is a broken capillary. And you see that because my skin is so thin. Everybody has them, of course. Like you may have some on your eyelids when you lay down your not foundation, I'm sorry, your base for your eyelid. You may notice that you have the discoloration. Mine is just much more excessive, and I have the purple in there, hoping that you could see it with these lights. Now, the most, to me, the nose one isn't so bad, the eye one isn't so bad, the broken capillaries, the spider veins, whatever you call them, that bother me the most. I'm to the point where I'm calling them gin blossoms, because like I'm in pain, I'm miserable, I'm old, and I hate everything. I hate myself sometimes, my skin, my own knee. Of course I hate it. I'm mad, I want it to work. I don't want to be locked in my bedroom. Oh, I can't even go down the stairs. The kids, they get me the coffee, they do everything for me. It's ridiculous. I'm going to come in again, and we're going to look at the cheeks. Now, the cheeks they are, for me, the most embarrassing. And here, predominantly, and here, predominantly. And if you can't get a good look, I can see this right now. If you look back here, it's a little whiter than it is when you come forward. That's because I am covered in spider veins on my face, on my neck, my stretch marks. Again, these are very, very hard to show. They're very silver right now, but they are on my neck, and they come up through my face, onto my face. And they don't even bother me as much on the face because they're just not as visible. It's the capillaries. And I found out, now the one in my nostril I've had most of my life, I believe. And I did want to have it removed. This was years ago, before we had a clue that I had a problem. And I found out it would just be a simple saline injection, and I was so excited. And for some reason, life happened, and I never got it done, but it's probably better that I didn't. Oh, because it would have been a waste. And I didn't, I meant, you probably saw this. I'm so sorry. I have a scar. I had surgery here. I had to have my lymph node removed. And what that was a simple incision. It was, he said, 1 to 2 inches, and there would be no scarring. I was about 20. So I had this done about 30 years ago. But people with Ehlers-Danlos, when we get bruises, and we bruise very easily, or especially stitches, they heal with a football like pop in the middle. So instead of being like flat, ours look a little football-y sometimes. Stitches do not heal well at all. There were stitches in this one, of course. Staples wouldn't be an option because it probably wouldn't go back together. I doubt that highly. Collagen, it is a protein, so it is very important. It's, and it's a shame, because all this collagen is out there. Collagen this and collagen that, and I want to take it all and eat it all and swallow it all, and it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter because my skin, my body, doesn't process it right. Now, that's just the outside, and the outside it's nothing compared to the inside. My left, I believe it is, I forget the name right now, this bone of the arm that goes to the shoulder to the elbow. Forgive me. I have so many bones to remember. Right now I'm on femur and tibia for some reason. But that bone, the top of it, where it would like suction into the shoulder, the ball of the ball and socket joint, actually the ball, which would be this part and this being the socket, my ball is actually deformed now from rubbing against the bone, the cap, so much, because there's no protective fluid, there's no protective tissue, and any that I did have was incorrectly formed, and I was lucky to have that. And that was going to run me the 40 plus years, and now I'm on overtime, and it hurts. My knee really hurts today. I am used to pain. It took 25 years to diagnose me, and it was a simple thumb to the wrist test. Now, the only official way to be diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos is genetic testing. Until this year, they thought it was only hereditary. They've learned that it can be a congenital anomaly, which means that's just somebody who's born with it, because nobody else in my family seems to have this. And my sister, she was more flexible than I was. She could, walk her back bends and stuff like that. I was more handsprings, jump off the air, bars. Oh, I loved the bars. I loved everything. And now I can't even walk with a fucking cane. It was just so stupid. Like the thing I take for granted, like run into the bathroom, when you can't get up. I mean, and my knee it's like I said, I've had surgeries. This is worse than post-surgery pain. I don't know what I did, and I don't think I want to find out. Another thing we have to watch for with the Ehlers-Danlos is different eye issues, because eyes, again, all soft tissue. I believe the primary issue with that is macular degeneration, which is you get holes in your vision. It's almost like a pre-migraine phenomena, but the vision doesn't come back where the holes are. And that does happen slowly over time, as I understand it. There's a lot I don't understand about this disease. There's a lot my doctor doesn't understand. I don't know that anybody understands a lot. Like when I'm looking down, I have my tablet set to Ehlers-Danlos, the Mayo Clinic, and I'm seeing, other than my lack, why I will have a lack of wrinkles, and oh, okay, instead of wrinkles, I also have this crepey, just very crepey skin. I hate that. I have that on my arms. I have that on my legs in some places. Yeah, that's not cool. So, like, it's on one hand, it's almost like, yay, I don't get the wrinkles. And on the other hand, it's like, wait, I don't get the wrinkles? Like, I don't know. I remember when I was 17, we had a ring, and I had to bring this ring to my family jeweler. My mother had let me wear it for a bit, and I scratched it, or I knocked one of the small stones out. I did something stupid to it. And he was happy to see it, the jeweler. Because he always worked on that ring. He would clean it, he would tighten it yearly to make sure what I did didn't happen, stuff like that. And he told me, it was funny, he enjoyed the ring because it finally, as he said, had some scratches on it. What do you mean, scratches? Isn't that bad? Can you buff those out? And he says, no, this is jewelry. That's what jewelry is meant for. It's meant to be worn and to be shown and to get scratched and to have, that stripe or that this or this crow's foot from all the laughter in your life, or I'm not going to have it. And I know that probably sounds stupid to somebody contending with it. All I can think of right now is I'm probably going to stop the tretinoin. It seems pretty stupid. I could ask my doctor, but I don't even think he would know if it matters or not, because, again, it's not being formed at the root, at the protein, at the collagen level. What could tretinoin, do I need to look younger if I'm not going to wrinkle? And I'm 50, I'm not young by any means for what I have, but I was stuck in my room today, and I'm sorry for that, but I got very, very bored, and I figured if I was stuck in my room, maybe I have a little company, maybe I could show you guys some of this skin stuff, because I just knew I wasn't up to doing makeup. And I tell you, like, even if it's just like an X and an X of a concealer, a BB cream, a powder base, I will always cover. Oh, also I noticed recently, again, the top of my nose has them as well now. So yeah, excuse me. That's one thing I've always had a complex over. I always will. It looks like rosacea. My barrier is compromised. I did grow up on St. Ives apricot scrub. That helped a hell of a lot, didn't it? Didn't it, though? Yeah, and I only have a GP because I have shit insurance. So, we're working on it. But yeah, my knee is I try to keep my numbers reasonable. You know, your pain scale on 1 to 10, because I figure if you hit 10, you die. You know, so right now I have birth at like maybe 7 or 8. Maybe a bad toothache. You ever have a really infected, like bad tooth or wisdom tooth? You know, that's probably in the 7 or 8 also pain range. You know, I live at about a 5 or 6. I do. I live in a lot of pain. And the knee that's misbehaving is I it reminds me of my 7 or 8 threshold. It's just it's a smaller area than giving birth, because that's a, big area. But if I want to move or anything, we've iced it. We've done everything. I don't know what to do, and I don't want to go to the doctor, because I know the only thing I have left in this knee is my MCL and my ACL. And those are the ligaments, the anterior cruciate ligament and the medial cruciate ligament. You have 2 ligaments behind your kneecap, and they cross and they hold that kneecap in its track. What I'm experiencing with the giving out of the knee and stuff is generally your ACL or your MCL. And when it comes to your knees, that it's not what you want to hear. It's like I guess for your shoulder, it's like hearing at your rotator cuff. It's probably the worst case scenario you're going to have of that joint. And again, with my heart, I don't get cleared for many surgeries. If any, I think this one at 20 was the last one I have, because I have the tachycardia with the Ehlers-Danlos. So I'm not allowed. When I did have the knee surgeries, I had to have the spinals, which I don't care for spinal taps at all. I didn't like those. The epidural's not so bad. But yeah, so they numb me from the waist down, because they're not allowed to put me to sleep because of my heart. But if they have to do an ACL or an MCL, I don't even want to think about it. So my knee hurts a lot. My skin is very, very ugly. And it makes me feel so ugly. And sometimes when your body hurts and you're just sitting there and it's just hurt, you think, and you just think, and sometimes you think about how ugly your face is, or how gross your neck is. I know a lot of people don't even notice these things. I know sometimes, but I do. And it bothers me. And I mean, that's anybody else out there with Ehlers-Danlos, God bless you. And if you have them, they're beautiful. Those are your stripes. That's what you're doing, and you keep on with that. For me, it's just the one thing I got a complex about. I've been heavy, I've been thin, I've been in between and everywhere else. And, and I've had zits when I was a kid and everything embarrassing or whatever. And the redness, it looks like I have rosacea or gin blossoms. It looks like maybe I was a heavy drinker in my life or something. I don't know. But I don't like it. And it's very embarrassing. So, yeah, I just wanted to hop on because I was bored. Say, hey, what's up with you? And is there something up with you? Let me know if you want to. I would love to hear anything. If you want to like, dislike, if you want more information, less information about the Ehlers-Danlos, I'd be happy to share with you. If you would subscribe, I could be your new best friend. I'm a good friend. I'm loyal to a fault. I am. So I'm just playing with you. But yeah, I do. If you want some other videos, I discussed the Ehlers-Danlos. I do have a lot of makeup oriented. That is beauty. I love doing that. That's one thing I can do on a fairly consistent basis. It wasn't a chance tonight. So tonight you got the worst of it. And I guess it's only up from here. Whatever it is, I hope it kicks ass. I hope you voted today. And I hope whoever you voted for wins, regardless, because you went out there and you voted, and that's kicks ass. So you deserve to have your winner in office. I'm not picking any favorites. I don't even know who I want in my state, and I voted. So, I'm going to excuse myself now. I hope you have a great evening. I hope you voted if you were supposed to. And just be safe, be careful, be healthy, and enjoy that health if you have it. That knee, that elbow, the wrist. It's all good. And your eyes, right? So you have a great night, a great morning, a great afternoon, and hopefully I'll be back boring you less, and maybe we'll hang out a little more, okay? So please feel free. If you want to, down in the comments, hit me up. I'm around. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully, okay? Take care. Bye.